So I wanted to make a quick video and hopefully show you how you can show how two triangles are congruent. The first thing that you're told is that segment DC is parallel to segment AB and that segment AD is parallel to segment CD. So these little triangles that I'm drawing off the side, that just is how you represent or you mark something as parallel. That's like a symbol that you use to represent parallel. Well, there are a couple of things that we know. This is basically just a parallelogram and it has a diagonal drawn through it, okay? But I know from lessons that you should have done when you have parallel lines cut by a transversal, that if I have a pair of parallel lines, we'll say this and this, cut by a transversal, then angle 3 and angle 2 are congruent to each other. Because if two lines are parallel and then cut by a transversal, the alternate interior angles are congruent. But that also means that angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. And that is your first statement. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 4, and angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. The next thing that you have is that segment CA is congruent to itself. And that's just the reflexive property, okay? So you're trying to show that triangle DAC, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Triangle DAC is congruent to triangle BCA. So I'm going to start here at D, and we're going to talk about the angles or the sides that we touch. So I go from D to angle 1, side AC, angle 3. Well, so I'm just going to tell you what I did. I went from D to angle 1 to side AC and then to angle 3. If I can follow that same pattern, angle, side, angle, then I can show that the next triangle is congruent to this. So the second triangle is triangle B to C, which is angle 4, segment AC, angle 2. So angle 4, segment AC, and then it goes to angle 2. But notice that angle 4 and angle 1 are congruent to each other, and angle 2 and angle 3 are congruent to each other. So these two triangles, triangle DAC is congruent to triangle BCA by angle, side, angle. So there are several triangle theorems used to prove congruence. Angle, side, angle is just that. They have to be in that order. An angle congruent to an angle, a side congruent to side, another angle congruent to another angle. Then you have side, 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 or side, angle, side. So for this problem, you want to use angle, side, angle.